Most people see a Michelin-star restaurant as a symbol of luxury and perfection, but very few understand what it takes to sustain that standard every single day. For an executive chef, the job begins long before the first plate is served and long before the kitchen doors open. The day often starts early, with the chef already mentally reviewing the previous service: what worked, what didn't, which dishes need refinement, and which team members need guidance. At this level, reflection is constant, and improvement is non-negotiable. Sourcing ingredients is one of the most critical responsibilities of the executive chef. This is not delegated lightly. Whether at a fish market, butcher, or produce supplier, the chef personally evaluates quality. Texture, aroma, freshness, and seasonality all matter. If an ingredient does not meet the required standard, it is simply not used. In a Michelin kitchen, excuses do not exist. The final dish is only as good as what goes into it, and the chef's reputation rests on every ingredient chosen. Once at the restaurant, the kitchen is still calm, almost silent. This quiet period is used for planning and refinement. Reservations are reviewed in detail, paying close attention to allergies, dietary restrictions, VIP guests, and special requests. Menus are adjusted again if necessary, sometimes removing or altering dishes hours before service. The executive chef is never emotionally attached to a dish. If it doesn't perform perfectly, it doesn't belong on the menu. As the kitchen team arrives, the chef sets the tone for the day. Expectations are communicated clearly and firmly. Every member of the brigade must understand their responsibilities, timing, and standards. Prep begins immediately, and the kitchen fills with controlled activity. Stocks simmer, sauces are reduced, proteins are trimmed with precision, and vegetables are cut uniformly. The chef moves continuously, tasting, correcting, and supervising. Nothing is assumed to be right until it is checked. Throughout the day, the executive chef balances cooking with leadership and management. Deliveries must be inspected, suppliers contacted, and unforeseen problems resolved quickly. A missing ingredient or delayed shipment can threaten the entire service, and it is the chef's responsibility to adapt without compromising quality. Stress is constant, but it is managed internally. In a Michelin kitchen, composure is a requirement, not a luxury. As service approaches, the kitchen's energy tightens. Cleanliness becomes obsessive. Every surface is spotless, every station organized, every plate and garnish accounted for. The chef conducts final tastings, sometimes adjusting seasoning or presentation at the last moment. If something is not perfect, it is redone, even if it costs time and money. Standards do not bend for convenience. When service begins, intensity peaks. Orders arrive rapidly, and the kitchen operates like a machine. The executive chef stands at the pass, overseeing every plate before it leaves the kitchen. Communication is sharp and efficient. Mistakes are corrected immediately, and consistency is enforced relentlessly. The chef must track multiple tables, courses, and timings simultaneously while coordinating with the front-of-house team. Leadership during service is calm but uncompromising. Peak service is physically and mentally exhausting. A single error can disrupt the entire flow. Guests may send dishes back, allergies may be announced mid-service, or timing may slip unexpectedly. The executive chef absorbs this pressure and stabilizes the kitchen. Panic is never shown. Control is everything. As the final guests finish their meals, the intensity slowly fades, but the work is far from over. The chef reflects on the service, noting strengths and weaknesses. Feedback from guests and staff is taken seriously. Even on a flawless night, there is always something to improve. Perfection is never claimed, only pursued. After service ends, the real discipline of a Michelin kitchen becomes most visible. Every station is broken down methodically, surfaces are scrubbed, equipment is cleaned and inspected, and the kitchen is reset to the same standard it had before the first order was fired. This process is not rushed, even after an exhausting service. Cleanliness and order are treated as extensions of respect for the craft, the team, and the guests who will return the next day. A kitchen that closes in chaos is a kitchen that opens already compromised. The executive chef is usually one of the last to leave. Long after the final plate has gone out, conversations continue with senior chefs about the night's service. Dishes are analyzed in detail: what held up under pressure, what failed, what needs refinement. Mistakes are addressed directly, without drama, but without avoidance. At this level, feedback is precise and honest, because vague criticism helps no one improve. Mentorship is a core responsibility during these late hours. Younger chefs often receive guidance not just on technique, but on mindset, discipline, and resilience. The executive chef teaches by example: how to handle pressure, how to accept criticism, how to maintain standards even when exhausted. These moments shape future leaders, not just skilled cooks. Planning for the future is woven into this downtime. Menus are reconsidered, seasonal transitions are discussed, and new ideas are tested mentally before they ever reach the plate. The chef thinks beyond tomorrow's service, focusing on consistency, growth, and long-term excellence. Training the next generation ensures that the restaurant's identity and standards survive beyond any single individual, creating a culture where quality is maintained even in the chef's absence. This quiet, often unseen part of the day defines what separates a good restaurant from a great one. It is where accountability is enforced, knowledge is passed on, and the foundation for future success is built, night after night, without applause. Being an executive chef at a Michelin-star restaurant is not a job. It is a lifestyle built on discipline, obsession, and resilience. It requires sacrificing comfort, time, and often personal life in pursuit of excellence. There are no shortcuts, no easy days, and no room for mediocrity. If you enjoyed this behind-the-scenes look into life at the highest level of the culinary world, make sure to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. And remember, what looks effortless on the plate is built on countless hours of pressure, precision, and passion behind the scenes.